Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi said, I'm going to get India independence. Jallianwala Bagh happened. 1,236 people were killed. We say, foreigners say 500 people. 236 people died in the well. We say, some people say only 2 people died. The whole country went crazy and they said, hey, this is crazy. They're using violence, we're going to use violence. And Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi says, no, it has to be ahimsa. Bhagat Singh was killed. Anybody has an idea how Bhagat Singh was killed? 21-year-old freedom fighter, wrong case was taken, bad food given. The guy was absolutely strong. He wouldn't take injustice. They were so angry with him, they tied his hand, they stuffed milk in his mouth, he wouldn't drink. They broke his bones, they blinded him off. That's when the country said, a tooth for a tooth and an eye for an eye will make the country blind. Has to be ahimsa. Somebody comes, takes a gun, boom, boom, boom. He doesn't say, idiot, don't kill me, I'm the father of the nation. He says, hey Ram, hey Ram, hey Ram. Constant, consistent commitment. Now the powerful stuff. You put anybody else in here. Sachin Tendulkar, 10 years of age, was playing cricket for so long. 15 and a half, goes to Pakistan, 3 fast bowlers. Wasim Akram's ball comes, hole in his face, starts bleeding. People say he's too young, but the guy says, okay, he gets the doctor's back, cleans his nose, next ball, 450 runs. He goes on, India versus Pakistan in Chennai. He gets back spasm. We lose the game. How many cricketers you know who has back spasm come back and won games? Hardly any. He comes back and does. Goes to New Zealand. What happens? Tennis elbow. How many cricketers you know who go through a surgery for tennis elbow, come back and play? 0. He comes back and plays. 36 season IPL. I was in that series that time with RCB, and Sanjay Manjrekar makes a comment. He says, Tendulkar's old, he should retire now. He's 36. Tendulkar's quiet. Next series after IPL, he goes on to play a ODI match and he goes on to become the first cricketer in the history of the game to score 200 runs. At 38, he retires on his own. Constant, consistent commitment. You put in Amitabh Bachchan, constant, consistent commitment. You put in anybody, you get the same result, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? Beautiful as it can be, you put your parents in the story and you'll get the same constant, consistent commitment for yourself. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the universal truth. We've clapped for senior people, we've clapped for great leaders, we've clapped for great actors and sportsmen, but we hardly acknowledge that success of constant, consistent commitment is not outside in the world, but back at home with our own parents. Why don't we clap and appreciate them today over here for what they made us? Rahul, do we have the ability for constant, consistent commitment? My question to you, do you have the ability for constant, consistent commitment? What's your answer? You don't know actually. You don't know. And that's why the game is coming through a full cycle. This is amazing, okay? Listen to me, just be with me, be with the flow. How many of you are married? Raise your hands up, please. My sympathy is with you. Hands down. How many of you are not married? Raise your hands up, please. Okay, now, how many of you have children? Raise your hands up, please. How many of you don't have children? Raise your hands up. And stick around like that. I want to see your faces, yes. Okay, hands down. Now, listen, answer my question. For those who are married or not, those who have children or not, my question to you is, will you ever let your children die of hunger? जिसकी शादी नहीं हुई वो भी ना बोल रहा है, बच्चा पैदा नहीं हुआ फिर भी ना बोल रहा है, पहले बच्चा तो पैदा करो. But look at psychology, look at the brain, see what's happening in there. That's the key. Now hear to this. Sir, will you let your children, it's a stupid question, let me ask you. Will you let your children die of hunger?
No,
Why?
it's not an option.
I love that. It's not an option ever. Will you let your children die of hunger?
Never.
Why?
As long as I'm alive, I'll never let that happen.
As far as I'm alive, ये तो होने वाला ही नहीं है, ma'am. Sweating, I'm just gonna get around. Will you let your children die of hunger?
No,
Why?
not an option, and I love them.
Love. Maybe just one more at the back. Will you let your children die of hunger?
Never.
Why?
That's not an option for me.
I like this. No option. जब तक मैं हूँ होगा नहीं. Love है, responsibility है. This is not going to happen. अगर आपका बच्चा भूख से मर रहा है तो आपका commitment level इतना ऊपर चले जाएगा, ऊपर से ऊपर चला जाएगा. He says, boss क्या बात कर रहे हो? He says, हम किसी के कपड़े धोने के लिए ready है, हम किसी के बर्तन मांजने के लिए ready है. आपने मुझे अभी prove करके दिखाया, हम सब के अंदर वो commitment है. Constant, consistent commitment का तत्व है. Question is not there. क्वेश्चन कहीं और है. क्वेश्चन अगर हमारे अंदर वो तत्व है तो इस्तेमाल क्यों नहीं करते?